Since a very little kid, I was always fascinated by nature and big challenges. And what can be a biggest challenge than traversing the largest lava lake on Earth? I've combined adrenaline with the outdoor and the outdoor sports. I'm super passionate about them. I believe my inspiration comes from nature. Human beings, they were always related to nature in a very intense way, but then we decided to move away and build big cities and go to concrete jungles. But every time I go back to the ocean or the mountains or the jungle, I feel like I'm home, and that fills me with energy. I feel like we belong to the wilderness. So in all those different fields, let's start by the ocean, which is one of my biggest passions. Since I'm a very little kid, I learned how to swim. And I just love to be underwater. I've done this series for Brazilian television where I dove with the biggest predators in the ocean and in general waters. I dove with the largest anaconda ever found then, crocodiles, great white sharks with no cage, blue whales, stellar sea lions, and so on. All these amazing top-of-chain predators, and I learned so much about them. In mountaineering, I was able to climb the 2 highest mountains on Earth very successfully. And Everest I did from both the south and the north face. In 2013, my expedition took 55 days from the south face in Nepal. In 2017, my expedition took 20 days from the north face. And then in 2019, I went to Pakistan and I became the first Brazilian woman to climb K2. I went for 3 seasons in a row hunting tornadoes in the Tornado Alley in the US. I was able to do wing walking, which is this crazy thing. I don't even know how to put in words, but you go and you walk on the wing of a plane doing acrobacies while it's flying. I was part of the expedition that climbed and opened the first route on the highest waterfall we have in Brazil, right in the middle of the Amazon. I did some pretty gnarly cave diving and ice diving as well in Iceland, in Alaska. I even dove in this underground filled with water tunnels right under Budapest. I was very keen on helping people that needed me the most, so I went to medical school. And after 8 years of studying, I graduated and I decided to combine my passion and my profession. And I did a fellowship on wilderness medicine that took me 3 years. And that allowed me to practice medicine in the wilderness. So it was perfect. So I was considered like a hyperactive child when I was young, and really I was always trying to do lots of things at the same time. As a medical doctor, I was always very close to the Air Force, to the Navy and to the Army of Brazil, doing all these medical trainings. And that opened some doors for me, and I was able to be part of some very cool military trainings. Now going to fire element, I was always fascinated by volcanoes, and in 2017 I was able to become the first person to traverse the largest lava lake. When I tried to find a partner to pull out this record and to do all the rigging for me, I got at least 3 comments saying, "You were crazy. I'm not gonna help you to commit suicide." It was not till I found Frederick, this Canadian rigging specialist, that he at least listened to me. He thought it was crazy, but he's like, "I like crazy too. Let's go, let's try. We'll give it a try. If it's not possible, we just don't make it." During the day, we had easily 45 to 50 degrees Celsius temperature, and that made my small crew tired and dehydrated, looking for rigging around the volcano when we had intense sunlight in our heads all day long.
How do you think about the rock?
Oh, the rock is absolutely terrible. But I brought this big drill. We're just gonna try. This is
definitely the most challenging part of this record was finding 2 good rigging spots.
in this little piece. It's definitely stronger.
So the rigging was super tiring. Frederick and I spent at least 3 entire days in that extreme heat looking for the right spot to place the anchors. And we needed at least 2 anchors on each side to consider this tyrolean traverse safe.
No movement? Perfect.
During the traverse, I was very focused on what I had to do. There was no place for mistakes, but at the same time, when I realized I was on top of all this lava and I look down and I see this lava flowing and it was so loud and all the smoke coming, I was fascinated. For a moment, I had to just stop and think, I made it, it's happening. But then again, I started feeling all this heat and I knew I had to get going. So for me to be on top of all that lava, all that heat, and in the middle of that volcano was like a dream since I'm very young. And I never knew it was even possible.
Good, the sun was coming up behind you.
I have to say, if it wasn't for this guy out here, I threw myself on that rope, but he did all the work. He put all the anchors, he built the tripods, he brought all the right gear. Thank you, I'm not gonna touch hands with you because it's gross. But thanks so much for your work.
Oh, no problem.
I just put my life in your hands, and for me it's a big honor to get this recognition from Guinness World Records, especially on Women's Day, because my entire life I had to face big challenges in television, in my medical practice, but especially in my expeditions as a woman trying to accomplish things that are believed it's more a man thing. So it's time to go for equality, to go for justice. This is like once in a lifetime gift. Yeah, it's a record for the longest tyrolean traverse over a lava lake. And what a gift for International Women's Day. I'm very proud of it.